Hey y'all, you ready to make some magic? Today we are going to be doing a watercolor commission for my good friends Jeremy and Jennifer in a Harry Potter style. Alright, you ready to get painting?
Alrighty, let's jump into some drawings. Today I do one of my favorite drawings so far with watercolor because I got more experimental with it. This commission is for my friend Jeremy and his wife Jennifer, who is also my friend. They are an adorable Gryffindor couple and love St. Jude even more than I do. They have very caring hearts and give all that they can. So obviously that means Jeremy donated the $10 or more to the St. Jude Austin Walk Run Team DXL Defenders. If you would like a commission done by me and to see it being made in one of my YouTube videos, all you have to do is donate $10 or more to the DXL Defenders, and there will be a link in the description. Donate it under Mercedes. And let me know when you did donate using my email address in the description below, and I will be more than happy to draw your favorite Harry Potter character. Even if it's Harry Potter himself. Heck, I would even draw a creature too. So this watercolor is one of my favorites because I actually looked up some videos on how to actually watercolor. I have had many art classes, high school art, and some college classes. I took life drawing, which has honestly been my favorite art class so far, and I took basic drawing twice. The other one is more advanced, but it let me take life drawing, so it was definitely well worth it. In the second drawing class, you just basically just get to add color and do whatever you want with the pictures, be more organic with the pictures, rather than being very strict, making it linear, making it whatever the teacher requires. It's definitely not as restrictive. Life drawing has been changing, especially if you draw people and you want to practice on poses. Life drawing is so good for that. It has helped me advance in my poses so much. I am awful at drawing hands, at feet, at poses, just the whole thing. I'm okay with at faces. Let's just say that. Faces are good. Also, if there's anything that you are struggling on art-wise, let me know in the comments below, and I would love to make a demonstration video of I might be struggling on it too, but I would love to help y'all learn my style of drawing that subject. Whether it's eyes, hands, feet, poses, I will definitely do my best to teach you what I know. I think it would be a pretty awesome little skit. I might do one anyways, but just let me know, and I will definitely do it for you. Now it's time to watercolor. That is so funny. I left my Pokemon watch on. That's what that is on my wrist, just so y'all know. Anyways, I start coloring a little bit differently. I don't go straight for the bodies first. I actually color the background first. I wanted to make the, I guess, spell casting a little bit more vibrant. So I put a whole bunch of water on the paper. That's the reason it's actually taped down this time too, because I know if I didn't have it taped down, the edges would have started curling. That water will make the edges just come in together, and it just doesn't look good that way. So put down a whole bunch of water, and then I just put little dabs of color wherever I wanted them to be. I have the blue side for Jeremy and the green side for Jennifer, and then I like the splatter marks that it started making, so I'll put down a little bit more color and then just splatter pretty much all over and making their forces come together. Alrighty, and then after I'm fully satisfied with their merging powers, I begin to dab water on the rest of the background. This is where I put blue on Jennifer's side and green on Jeremy's side, just to make it a little bit contrasting, even though the colors in the middle are mixed together. I think it would just add a cute little fun effect. I liked it. I hope you did too. I also darken the corners a little bit more, just to add a little bit more of a picturesque feeling to it. I tried so hard to stay away from the feet or any body part that was going to get into the background, just because I didn't want it to conflict with whatever color I was going to put down. Adding a little bit more splatters on there, just to, make it, ooh, yeah, I like that. That is a great splatter. The green doesn't show up as well, and I'm kind of upset that it doesn't. I even add, I think, a darker green just to see if it will help. Honestly, seeing it now, you can definitely see it a little bit, but I wanted the green to show up a little bit more, just like the blue did. I even rub in the green a little bit more because it looks like a lot more blue is showing through. And then I added a little bit more sprinkles on it, and I really like it. I like the way that the powers turned out, I guess. So now, time to color their skin colors. It was very easy to do the skin color on this drawing because it's literally just half a face on one, full face, and then four hands. It was very simple. Not too much shading to do either, honestly. Oh, and the legs. I forgot about the legs. Again, not too much shading that I had to do, so it worked out. I added a lot more watercolor on this drawing too, like I said, just to even everything out. I think I just need better watercolors. That might be it. Maybe next time I will try with actual watercolor paint. If y'all have any tips on watercolor paint, let me know in the comments below, and I would love to learn a little bit more about them. I am kind of afraid to use them, honestly. I've only used these little palettes. I've never used the paint. So let me know what you think about them and how you use them, and I will definitely try that in the next video. Now I'm working on his cloak. I put both of them in just, the typical brown cloaks that all of the Hogwarts people have. I gave, Jeremy usually wears really nice clothing, usually dress shirts with a tie, vest on, and jeans with nice shoes. So I gave him his same outfit that he usually wears, and this time I gave him, I believe it's a white shirt with a red tie, and then just his blue jeans, and I think just black shoes. I don't remember what color shoes I gave him. And then his wife has always amazing style. She has great dresses, so I gave her a fun purple color because purple is one of my favorite colors, and I've definitely seen her wear purple before. So I gave her that color of dress. I was debating on giving her a red dress and Jeremy a red tie because they are both Gryffindors, but I just think purple would be a great contrast to the colors that I have already. If you know what your Hogwarts house is, I would definitely love to know. I know I've said that in the last video, but I love learning everyone's houses. Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and our Ravenclaws. I am a Ravenclaw myself, so I should actually do a drawing of my character, or at least me, maybe my character from my comics in a Ravenclaw outfit. I think that'd be pretty cute. I have six characters in total for my comic book stories, which if you want to learn more about them, they are on my Instagram. I post little things here and there about them. They are all, most of them are in different houses. My character is going to be a Ravenclaw. My main character, Alaya, they are a Gryffindor. Kaya is my little alchemist mermaid. She's the youngest of the group. She is definitely a Hufflepuff. Zuri, my drunken paladin orc, ex-paladin orc, is a Slytherin. And then Sonia Del Rojo is probably another Hufflepuff, honestly. Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff or Gryffindor. I haven't decided on that one yet. And then Callista is definitely a Slytherin. So, and she's the good kind of Slytherin. Both of my Slytherins are good kind of Slytherins. They're just very, selfish. That's the best way to describe them, I guess. I just want to say it's crazy how much a difference it makes when you add more water to your watercolors. It makes the colors just stand out so much more. It gets rid of a lot of lines. Like with her hair, it's very smooth, and I absolutely love that. The jackets, I probably could have added a little bit more water, but you could see with Jeremy's jacket, I put a little bit too much water, so it looks kind of like flowy and patchy in different areas with color. And then with Jennifer's, I actually added a little bit more color to it, but not enough water, it looks like. So I need to find an even balance to it all. Now with Jeremy's tie and vest, I did make them both red. Jeremy loves maroon because he is an A&M fan. If you are a Texan, you will know exactly what that is. So I made his vest maroon, and it looks like I made his shoes maroon too, like a burgundy color, which honestly matches perfectly. And then I think I just used a little bit of that maroon to make both of the wands as well. I didn't feel like changing the color. I think the maroon kind of works for wands, honestly. And now it is time for shading. After I have the base colors down, I will go over with a little bit darker colors and shade everything. I start with a dark brown for Jennifer's jacket. I make that dark brown by using a dark brown and also adding a little bit of black in there, mixing it around a little bit so the color is fluid, and putting it down on the jacket. I think I should have added a little bit more black into it because it's not quite as dark as I wish it was, but it still works. I think I used the same color for Jeremy's jacket, which makes his jacket stand out a little bit more with the shading. Shading for this picture, like I say in my other videos, I usually have the light coming from the right side, which makes everything shade to the left side. But this one, since the light is actually coming from both angles, right in the middle, because of their spells that they're casting, it illuminates the entire middle section. They have different shadows. So Jennifer has shadows on her right side, Jeremy has shadows on his left side. So it was kind of fun to do and try to think about. I'm just so used to making shadows on the left side that I don't typically make them on the right side. I had a lot of fun with it. It's good little challenges that help you along the way. Alrighty, so once I'm done shading, I will start to pen. I use the 03 and the 05 to do most of my pinning in the Prismacolor pens. 03 I use for smaller details, including the face, and then 05 I will go over with the outside of the body, mostly the big strokes that I have to do. It's a lot easier than having to go over with the 03 several times. I just use a bigger pen. Another thing that I learned with watercoloring, which it's always try and fail and try again, I completely forgot to cut the tape where his arm is, so right now he just has a kind of invisible arm with the border around it. I will have to do that for next time. I actually bought a little knife to cut the tape with, so I can work around it and actually color on the paper that needs to be colored. That would be fantastic. And yeah, my fiance actually took me to the art store in Austin. It's called Jerry's Artorama. They're a little bit overpriced. Honestly, you can get most of that stuff on Amazon for super cheap. It's honestly just the feeling for me. It makes me so excited. As an artist, do you ever get excited just going into even like your supermarket and going down the office supplies aisle and just getting so excited about what you could do with these pens, how you can place them, what magic you can make with them? I absolutely love it. It is one of my favorite feelings, I'm not gonna lie. I love getting new art supplies. Not that I need any more. I have several sketchbooks, several art supplies that I don't even use. I love getting them and using them once and then completely forgetting that I have them. It just makes me happy when I get them. It inspires me. I hope it inspires you too, getting new art supplies. It just makes me happy. Also, in case you were wondering why I switched from pinning Jeremy to pinning Jennifer, I started using the small pin just for the finer details, like around his chest, his face, the little rolled up parts of his jeans and his shoes. And then I went over to Jennifer to do those smaller details as well. Her face, the dress lining, her shoes, her hands, all of that, because I didn't want to do them with a bigger pin, and I didn't feel like switching pins back and forth. So I did the bigger lines now with the 05 instead of the 03. Because again, like I said, I do not want to go over them again. And you can see me mess up there a little bit on his jacket. I just kind of made it a bolder line, which kind of worked. It kind of made it like a darker shadow, I guess. Again, it worked out. And as you can see, I forgot the line on her hand, so I switched back to the 03 for the hand and the wand. And give her a little bit of smirk. There you go. Perfect. Beautiful. I have to sign it, of course, with my initials and then the year. And I believe they are pretty much done. I erased a little bit of the pencil marks that you could see, but that's it. Let me know what you think.
And that's it. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you want a commission for yourself done by me, just email me. The email is down below in the description. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. And also, if you want to see more drawings done by me, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. All of that should be in the description down below. And as always, I hope you have a magical day.